It's a good place in order to find a gateway and opening point. If you're somebody like myself, Generation Y, you don't have a lot of areas where you can head into and openly speak about what is on your mind, especially with cultural and diversity. So this place is a really good gateway and entry point to finding out more information and getting in contact with the right people.
We see these real people, diverse people, in these positions of power, and it's so much more powerful than some story you hear of a news article or statistics.
It's a very important conversation that we're hosting today, and we're very pleased to do it with PwC and Dawn, our trusted partners in this. The rise of Asia and the global shift of power from the west to the east. We realize that one of the major assets that this country has in terms of its engagement with the region is actually our multicultural, diverse community.
And that's really what I think diversity is all about, giving people the opportunity to share in the great Australian narrative. But I am concerned that we don't give all of us who are migrants to this country, less of course the first people, and within that large group of migrants we have become very successful at ensuring that people who look like me with my antecedents have been given, I think, a more even run to do whatever we want to. Join an army, start in the media, or join politics.
Just to run through the statistics in federal politics, around 226 parliamentarians, of which 5 are of a non-Anglo backgrounds in federal politics and 5 are Indigenous, so it's a pretty small proportion.
And I think that when we talk about diversity, we also talk about not only cultural diversity or religious diversity, but also diversity of previous experiences, diversity of gender, diversity of, of ways of thinking. And that's actually what makes our democracy better, because it's that cross-section. It's a reality and we've got to look at how we address that. But the more diversity that we see in the management positions, the more that enables that it's okay. Like people with a different sounding name, or maybe who look a little bit differently than what may be the dominant culture. That's okay, because they bring something different to the table, and everybody brings a certain culture of theirs into the management position and to the table as well. And
I was the first female and the first person of non-English speaking background to be elected in the lower North Shore of Sydney, the seat of Willoughby. So I was a bit different, and I struggled with my surname. People found it confronting. But now my electorate, everybody says, "Hi Glad, hi Gladys." So because of my long surname, everybody feels they can call me by my first name, which is a plus. So I think the challenge has now become an opportunity in that way. And so, I love my electorate. I love that it's so diverse, and I think my own background has helped me help others make their way through public policy and become more involved. And I love it when young people of an Asian background come into my office to sign a JP form and feel part of the community and want to help others.
The fact that I got on stage and be able to ask my question is a testament that young people do have a voice, and young people can ask the harder questions from people who are normally in power and normally in the higher authority, particularly politicians in our society.
And I was just encouraged and challenged, especially by Gladys, who shared about being the change with the platforms that we've been given. And so to not only raise awareness, but to engage in discussions and to advocate for the people that we represent and their interests and needs.